Hi, my name is Julianne, and today I'm going to be talking about all the shows and movies that I watched in January. Now, I tried filming this before, where I talked about all of the movies and all the shows that I watched, but honestly I was getting bored because I was just like reading off of a list, and so I figured, and I watched a lot of shows and movies, I guess, in January, so I figured I'm just going to keep it at like 5. Like, I'm going to talk about 5 TV shows that I watched and 5 movies that I watched that I want to talk about. And I also really love short films, so I figured I'll talk about one of them, but leave like the top 5 that I watched, links to them down below. The first show I want to talk about is called Alias, and this show is amazing. I love Alias so much. It is a spy movie. A spy TV show. The main character is Sydney Bristow, and basically she's just trying to save the world, her and like a bunch of other people, and it's so good. It's so good. If you like spy movies or spy shows or whatever, definitely a show to watch. And man, that season finale, it was crazy. It's created by J.J. Abrams, who created Lost, which I thought was interesting, and not as many people die in Alias as they do in Lost, so that was nice. Yeah, it's a really cool show. Just watch the first episode, I'm sure you're gonna get like hooked. The next show I want to talk about is Doctor Who. I finally binge watched like the entire season 9. I didn't watch it when it was on TV. I was going to watch the premiere, but then I just never got a chance to, and then all of a sudden season 9 was over, so I was like, okay, I'll just binge watch it. And I just have to say that I don't really like Doctor Who anymore. Like, I love Doctor Who, but I'm not feeling the 12th Doctor. I don't really like the plotlines that are happening. There was this one episode in season 9 that was so boring. Like, it's just, I don't know what's happening, but I feel like Doctor Who is going downhill, which really sucks because I love the show a lot. And of course I'm going to be watching season 10. But I don't really like, I don't know if it's the actor or if it's just like how they're presenting the Doctor, but for some reason I'm just not really liking the 12th Doctor, and I just not really liking the plot lines. There were plot lines that I didn't think that were that good, and I feel like there was a lot of potential, but they just fell flat. Hopefully it gets better in the future. The third TV show that I want to talk about is called The Magicians, and it is freaking amazing. Oh my god, they only have like, as I'm recording this, they only have 3 episodes out, and I'm hooked already. Like, I was hooked by the first episode, let's be honest, okay? This show, it surprised me so much. Okay, so there's this book series called The Magicians. So they turned it into a TV show. It's on the Sci-Fi Channel, which, you know, is the channel that brought us that wonderful movie called Sharknado, and I mean that both sarcastically and literally. Yeah, because, you know, Sharknado, so bad that it's good. So The Magicians is actually a really good book, and so I wanted to watch the TV show, and yeah, the TV show is really good. It's not exactly like the book because they sped up some of the plot lines, which makes complete sense to me, because I don't think you want to spend well, you know, in the TV world, you don't want to spend 5 years and then get to the plot line, you know? So, because that's kind of what happens in the first book. I mean, it's still good, it's just like, it's not like Harry Potter where every year that person is in college, it's gonna be like a monster, or, you know, like a villain to defeat. But yeah, but the first episode of Magicians, it's amazing. I feel like you can watch the show without reading the books, but if you're planning on reading the books before watching the show, definitely read the first book and the second book, because there's stuff that happens in the second book that is going to be shown in the first season. As you can tell from the title, it's about magic and stuff, and so The Magicians is kind of like Harry Potter meets Narnia. I love the show so much, and I think I like Elliot and Margot, like, in the show a lot. Like, it's because in the books I was like, okay, like, I love Elliot, but like in the show I really love Elliot. And by the way, in the book Margot's name is Janet, but they changed it in the show to Margot because there's just too many characters with the names that started with J. So if you're confused by watching the show and reading the book, you know, that's what they did. It's still the same person, just different name. But definitely check out Magicians. It's free online. Go to the Sci-Fi Channel. It's a website and you'll find it. Or type into Google The Magicians TV show. I'm sure you'll find it. It's so worth it. Although note, it is an adult show, so keep that in mind. But it's really good. The fourth show I want to talk about is called Sliders. And this is kind of an old show. It was back in the 90s, but it's basically about parallel universes. And so this one guy invents a device that allows him to slide, basically meaning that that's what he calls going from one universe to the next. Him, his friend, and his professor, they go through portals to another universe, but something happens where this other guy ends up coming along with them too. Long story. And yeah, it's really cool because like basically they're stuck sliding, so they're trying to do whatever it takes to get back home, and it's crazy and amazing, and every parallel universe is so interesting. Just think of all these things like, oh, if one event was changed, you know, entire history could be rewritten. Like there's one world where Britain won the American Revolution, so Britain like had the monarchy on the US. It's just really cool. Just a cool concept, and I really love Sliders a lot. And I watched like the entire first season in like 2 days. But there's only like 8 episodes, so. But yeah, it's so good. Check it out. Just note, this is the 90s. Okay, CGI is not the best. I'm still trying to determine if it's better than Once Upon a Time. But, you know, just keep in mind that the CGI isn't the best. Like, some places I'm like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good CGI, and then other times I'm like, it's really bad and really fake. Sliders, it's really cool, and I really enjoy it, and I can't wait to continue with the show. Oh, it's so good. The 5th show that I wanted to talk about is Shadowhunters, and this is another book series that got turned to a TV show and premiered during January. So it was interesting because I was like, okay, so there's Shadowhunters and magicians. I wonder how it's gonna work out. Like, am I gonna hate both? Am I gonna love both? You know? But I really love magicians, but with Shadowhunters, it's bad. Like, it's not. I probably watched worse things. None come to mind at the moment, but I'm sure I have. Shadowhunters really isn't that good. Like, I'm gonna keep watching it, of course, because Simon, like, I love Simon so much, and in the TV show, I really like Alec. Like, I don't know why. Like, all of a sudden, I'm like, wow, I really like this character. I like the way the actor is playing that character. And I kind of like Magnus a little bit, and I kind of like Luke. And that's pretty much it. Those are, like, the only reasons why I'm going to continue watching the show. It's, like, the acting isn't that good. And, yeah, I kind of just want Jason Clare to leave. Like, I know they're the main characters, so they can't. But I kind of want them to get killed off so we can just, like, have all the other characters shine. But yeah, I don't like Clary and Jason's relationship. I never liked it in the books, and I don't like it in the TV show. Actually, the ironic part about all of this is that I don't really like Mortal Instruments that much, but I still want to watch the show. So those are the top 5 shows that I wanted to talk about. The first movie that I want to talk about is called Parallels. I have talked about this. I have a non-spoiler review down below. I really want to make one that has spoilers because there's so much to talk about. But yeah, Parallels is freaking amazing. I say that a lot about different things, but this movie is so good. It's like Sliders in the sense like they can go from, it's a journey through different universes, and it's so good. It is so good. It's on Netflix right now, and it has a huge chance of becoming a TV series. So I'm really excited. Like, I hope it becomes a TV series because I need more. And yeah. Definitely check out Parallels. I don't want to go into too much detail just because I have a review already, again, down below. The second movie I want to talk about, which I realize I actually haven't done a review of yet. I really want to film a review about this movie, but the movie that I'm talking about, The Fifth Wave, and I can't believe I'm already done with that movie. Like, I waited so long for it to come, I watched it, and now it's over. It's based off of the book Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. It's freaking amazing, about aliens. It's like post-apocalyptic. It's insane and amazing, and the plot twist. But read the book before seeing the movie. It's just better to get the plot twist in the book. You know, like it's more impactful, I think, in the book than in the movie. So definitely read the book before seeing the movie. But I still loved the movie. I think it was really good. Some people are like, oh, it's not that good, but I think it was amazing. Anyways, I mean, yeah, okay, there's a couple of problems. Like, the person who plays Evan, I don't think he had any emotion at all. So I was like, wasn't too happy with that, but oh well, whatever. The third movie I want to talk about is Big Hero 6. I rewatched it and I really wanted to see it again, and it was still amazing. It was still good. It's literally Marvel and Disney like combined, so you should watch after the credits. There's a scene. But Big Hero 6, it's amazing. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so funny and so beautiful, and it's a kid movie, it's a cartoon, but go watch it. Just go into it blind. It's amazing. And it's Marvel, by the way, so like you know it's gonna be awesome. Fourth movie I want to say is I finally watched The Shining. I've been meaning to watch The Shining for a very long time, and finally I watched it. Like the first time I saw it was like I saw like the beginning, and then there was like the blood going down like a hallway, and I was like, nope. I told my mom, change this channel, I don't do horror at all. But years later, here I am, I finally watched The Shining, and I thought it was pretty good, actually. There were some confusing bits, I think, but overall it was pretty good, and the person who plays, what's his name? The main guy, you know, the guy who goes crazy, like, he is such a great actor. It's a pretty good movie. So, I mean, I guess I recommend it if you like horror and you're an adult. Because it's actually rated R, and I was watching it, I was like, whoa, I was not expecting some of the stuff that happened in it. I was like, and I wanted to watch it before I watched that one episode on Psych that's like The Shining themed. The fifth movie I wanted to talk about is Hercules. I wanted to rewatch it before Once Upon a Time came on, because they're adding Hercules and Meg. And Hercules isn't a bad movie. It's just Hera is his mother, which is weird. And I laughed. Like, I was like, making Hera Hercules' mother? Like, Hera hates Hercules because he was cheated on her, and some mortal woman gave birth to Hercules. Like, you made Hercules a god. He's a demigod. Whatever. I mean, I know that it's Disney, it's a kid movie. They're not gonna be like, okay, so this guy cheated on his wife. You know, like, they're not gonna have that. So they're trying to make it more simplistic. But I just thought it was funny that Hera was a good person and was Hercules' mother, and Zeus was a good father. I was laughing like so much. I feel so bad for Hades. He's always getting the bad rap. He was a planet, then now he's not a planet anymore. Everyone thinks he's evil. He's not completely evil, okay? So he's probably he's not obviously mad at the gods because they put him down in the underworld and they are living it up on heaven. So they just keep pushing him aside. Of course he's gonna be mad at them. But seriously, he released the Titans from Tartarus? Not even Hades is that stupid, okay? It took like all the gods to take down Hyperion, and then Hercules is able to take them down with just himself. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. But okay, it's a kid movie. They're trying to go for simplistic, so I get that. But it's just like the way it was, like the Greek mythology. I was like, this is just weird. But I really like Meg, actually. Yeah, I thought Hercules and Meg was pretty good, but I feel like Meg should leave because in the Greek myth, Hercules ended up killing his wife and child, so Meg, you might want to find somebody else. Yeah. But anyways, Hercules overall is pretty good. And then the short film that I wanted to talk about, it was really hard to pick, because there's like these top two that I really loved, but I think I'm gonna just go with The Most Beautiful Thing by Cameron Covell. This short film was just so cute, and it's only 10 minutes long, okay? These are short films, okay, so like only 10 minutes. But if you just need 10 minutes where you just need to cheer up and be happy, you should definitely watch this. It's a love story, and it's just so cute and adorable, and such an enjoyable thing to watch. Like, oh, it's so good. I just fell so hard for those two characters, and it was only 10 minutes, and I love them so much. So those are some of the TV shows, movies, and one short film that I watched in January, and I hope you go check out some of this stuff. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!